Well, this is kind of a special year for the survey because it's the 10th anniversary. So not only do we have the results for 2016, but now we can look back literally before the Great Recession, through the Great Recession, the dip, and then the recovery, and what we've seen more recently. 2016 is very, very similar to what we saw in 2015. In general, it's pretty good news for Hoosier manufacturers, but there has been a tapering off since 2014 in terms of both financial and operational performance. That's a little surprising to us because when you look at the boom in manufacturing coming out of the early 2000 recession, that one lasted about 5 years, and then of course we all know why the Great Recession killed that off. I think we realistically, a number of years ago, expected that this steep growth, the recovery in Indiana manufacturing would last a little longer. So we've really been analyzing the data and thinking a lot about what's been going on the last couple of years. And it's a combination of three factors, we think. First, just frankly, companies can't keep up the level of investment that they were making in 2011, 12, 13. The second thing that we've seen just grow and grow and grow in our longitudinal study is the shortage of workers. And it's not at a crisis yet, but a substantial portion of Indiana companies today, in fact the majority, really struggle to grow because of the shortage of workers. Then the third aspect is the issues around regulations and regulatory compliance. Certainly some of the effects of things like energy and the healthcare issues have also weighed heavily on manufacturing. A lot of people don't perhaps know that about 1 in 5 people in Indiana actually work for a manufacturer. Over a $100 billion industry, far, far and away the biggest sector of the Indiana economy. And so when you kind of consider those variables, it's a bit surprising, again, that more people don't consider careers in manufacturing. So while people talk about Carrier closing down 2 facilities and moving to Mexico, recently Rolls-Royce and Roche, being 2 big local examples, decided to consolidate their worldwide manufacturing of their different product lines here in Indiana. So I would say on balance, we win a lot more than we lose. A lot of our companies are really embracing some of these new technologies, new concepts, and beginning to really run with them. With 3D printing, a few years ago, it was a bit of a novelty, mostly used for prototyping, engineering type parts. And now, looking across our survey, it's beginning to really take off. So I'm excited as we go forward, not only to track the overall financial and operational performance of manufacturers, but also to track some of these new things on the horizon and see where they lead.